To start, you're going to take your thread and needle through the front side of your beadwork all the way until either the knot or the burnt end of your thread is hidden in between the bead line. You're going to pick up 3 beads. It'll be the first color, the second color, and then the first color again. And you're going to push your thread and needle through the front side of the beadwork and pull all the way through. You're going to take your thread and needle, once it's tightly on there, and go from the bottom to the top through that last bead and pull it tight. The first one's always going to sit a little weird, so you'll kind of have to like push it a bit. Continuing on, you're only going to pick up 2 beads at a time, and you're going to push it same way through, and you'll only be threading through the second bead that you're putting on. So that yellow bead in this example is the first bead that you'll add, and then the silver one in this example is the second bead. And so with this, it's going to be the same. You're just going to thread back through that silver bead, up, and pull tight. Each time you'll be adding 2 beads, putting the yellow one on first and then the silver one, and then threading back up in towards the top. Slightly different style that I like to do is sometimes alternating adding the second bead. So in this example, I'm just adding the crystal bead, coming up through the bottom still, securing that bead on there, and then adding the 2 beads again, the yellow first and then the crystal. And that'll kind of add a bit more space between the beads that are sticking up between the base beads. And I just like to do this as a different type of style. So I just wanted to show an example of what that kind of looks like, because it's basically picking up 1 silver bead and then 1 yellow. At the end, you're going to loop back through that very first bead, which is why we put 3 on at the very beginning. You're going to push your needle through the front, back towards the back. Make sure you're pulling it tight. And then finally, you're just going to tie a knot in the back, and you can poke it through the back felt as well if you want to hide that little knot. And there you have it.